There's a photograph of the bed, our bed, and on my side of the bed was human fecal matter. So I understood why it wasn't a good time to go down there. My initial response to that was, I laughed. It was so outside. It was so bizarre and so grotesque that I could only laugh.
Johnny Depp started paying me 2 years ago.
Okay, so now you were working, Jerry Judge was your boss until he passed away, is that right?
Correct.
And now you get paid directly by Mr. Depp, correct?
Right.
And you're paid a salary by Mr. Depp?
No.
And Mr. Depp's also provided you gifts, correct?
Gifts?
Gifts. Money, gifts?
Yes. Yes, Johnny's gave me gifts. I've given Johnny gifts.
And he's given you gifts over $8,500, correct?
$8,500.
Yeah.
He gave me a lot more than that.
Okay. And you're loyal to Mr. Depp, right?
Yes, of course I'm loyal to Mr. Depp.
And Mr. Depp was trying to urinate in the foyer, wasn't he?
No.
Mr. Depp had his out of his pants, didn't he?
I think I would remember
Relevance.
seeing Mr. Depp.
Next question.
And you were trying to get Mr. Depp out of the house, correct?
Correct, I was trying to get Mr. Depp out of the house, yes.
And Mr. Depp was refusing to leave the house, was he not?
Not so much refused, he just wanted 2 minutes to see his piece.
You took Mr. Depp's arm to try to move him out, but he broke away, isn't that right?
Yes.
So he was strong enough to break away from your grip, correct?
No.
So you had his arm and he broke away, though, correct?
No.
And isn't it true that in the entire time you were there, you were not informed as to what caused damage to Mr. Depp's finger on March 8th?
Objection, hearsay.
I'm asking what he wasn't told.
I'll sustain the objection. Next question.
You didn't know what could cause damage to Mr. Depp's hand while you were there on March 8th, correct?
Dr. Kipper told me he sustained an injury on one of his fingers.
Objection, hearsay.
But I remember, I gotta tell the whole story, how they got there. Before they went and get the keys, they come down, they say, somebody tried to get into my unit, there's scratches on my door, say, hey, I'm really sorry, but who will think is gonna get into your unit because they saw some scratches on the door, 4 inches above the door? Because the dog was scratching the door, was trying to get in, and they thought about someone trying to break into the unit. I said, in my head, I was like, you think someone's trying to get into your unit? There's scratch 4 inches above the floor and your door. That was the dog trying to get into the unit. And they were so afraid. Oh, someone's trying to get into my unit. They're like, oh, come on, really? And I actually, when they asked me to go inside the unit just to check room by room to make sure no one was there. So I did that, part of my job, make sure they're safe. I didn't understand why they want me to do that. Oh, I don't know.
So the incident was May 21st, 2016. You saw her the night of May 25th, correct?
Correct.
You said that you saw Amber Heard hundreds of times while she was there. Amber Heard treat you well, and was she friendly to you in each of these hundreds of times?
Yes. I'm not gonna say no because she was really always nice.
All right, this is my last.
Be nice.
All right, this is my last question. You testified in response to Mr. Presidio's questions that you testified truthfully in all of these occasions. Did you testify truthfully to everything that you testified in response to my questions today?
That's correct.
All right.
I did.
Handed to Mr. Rottenborn in Your Honor an opposition that we prepared before we had the benefit of seeing Ms. Heard's affirmative motion to strike, but I think we've anticipated the arguments made, such as they are. The court should deny defendant Amber Heard's motion to strike because Mr. Depp has come forward in his case in chief with multiple credible witnesses, documents, and authentic tape recordings of Ms. Heard herself, not only satisfying all of the requisite elements of his claim for defamation, including actual malice, but also going the extra mile of showing that Ms. Heard physically abused him. She's the abuser in this courtroom.
Mr. Depp, if you could please take a look at the stack of articles in front of you.
Yes, it's a stack of hit pieces.
Yes, the first one is called
by Ms. Heard's publicity team.
Mr. Depp, we're going to try to get through this as quickly as possible.
I'm just
I'm going to ask you about the first one. Well, we're going to talk about them. The first one is entitled, is from The Guardian. Do you see that?
Apparently.
Yes, and this is an article from November 15th, 2014, entitled, Apparently Johnny Depp Cut Off at Hollywood Film Awards Ceremony, correct?
That's what it says, yes, sir.
And the next article is an article from May 7th, 2016. It's entitled, Johnny Depp, Friends and Family Seriously Concerned About Him, Here's Why.
Yes,
correct?
How did they know?
The next article from May 1st, 2017, before Ms. Heard filed for a restraining order, an article entitled, "Where Did It All Go Wrong for Johnny Depp? After a string of flops and a ton of bad press, Johnny Depp's star power looks as wobbly as Jack Sparrow on a plane." Did I read that right?
You read that very, very well.
Thank you.